Heroes Like Us is a series intended at sharing comic book characters from various backgrounds and identities. We won't always get everything right, so feel free to make amendments and corrections in the comments. They're always appreciated. What's not appreciated, however, is any form of hate speech or intolerance, so comments of that nature will be immediately deleted and those users blocked from this channel. This is a place of education and celebration. Welcome to Heroes Like Us. This is our second video focusing on Japanese comic book characters. So we have a handful here, but if there's others that we don't cover, let me know in the comments, we'll try to get to them. So we're gonna start this video with a lesser known character that in the first Japanese characters video, someone shouted out and they said you should really include this. So now we wanna talk about it. This is a series called Kabuki. Kabuki began kind of under Image, and then it went to a couple other brands, and now it falls under Icon, which is under the umbrella of Marvel. But this is not in the typical Marvel universe. This is a separate reality, and it takes place in this militaristic Japan in the future that is run by a kind of evil organization called the No, N-O-H. And they have these assassins that basically take out anyone that is talking dissent or not in line with their values, and our lead character Kabuki is one of these assassins. Now in this world, Kabuki is a derogatory term, and when she was young she was scarred and the word Kabuki was signed on her back and she has it on her face, which is why she wears this mask, and she claims the name Kabuki to kind of reclaim it as a positive thing now. Now in terms of the story arc, she begins kind of as this assassin for the government is dethroned. Basically, she kind of becomes this resistance fighter. It ebbs and flows. New people come in, new people try to control her and give her orders. There's a lot of really cool arcs. So if you're interested in this, look up Kabuki. There's several collections that you can easily find. There are also collections that focus on other assassins that have different masks. So if this just sounds like an interesting mythology, check it out, Kabuki. Up next from Marvel Comics, we've got the character Lady Deathstrike, Yuriko Oyama. Now Yuriko is a fighter, and she once encountered Wolverine and she was beaten and defeated. So now she is obsessed with vengeance, and so she does a lot to her body to make her able to fight Wolverine, including getting adamantium claws. Most of her body is now robotic, and it's able to heal itself, similar to his healing factor. But if she loses a limb, it will mechanically reconnect and rehabilitate. And so she is this incredibly deadly fighting force now. Now, Wolverine did die, and that's kind of the last time we saw Lady Deathstrike was in the fallout of his death. So now, without him, I'm not sure what they're gonna do with this character, but we'll see if there's a future for Lady Deathstrike. We saw Lady Deathstrike appear in X-Men 2, X-Men United, played by Kelly Hu. Now up next from Marvel Comics is Zero, Kenji Uedo. Kenji was an artist, and all of a sudden his mutant ability manifested and it kind of broke down his body, where he could kind of reconfigure it, reshape it. His skeleton and organs disappeared so he could kind of regenerate. He was just this mass that he could control. He didn't always have perfect control over it, and so sometimes you would see things would break apart or he would be uncontrollable. He started out as a hero. He was kind of a newer member of the X-Men, but eventually turned against them. And he tapped into some telepathic abilities he had. He would mind control people. The X-Men had to stop him. They have killed him several times, but it's incredibly difficult to kill him for good. And so it's totally possible and probable that we'll see Zero again soon. Up next from DC Comics, we've got Dr. Light, Kimiyo Hoshi. Now her story begins during a DC event called Crisis on Infinite Earths, when two massively powerful beings called the Monitor and the Anti-Monitor basically are rallying forces trying to destroy each other in reality. It's this huge thing. So she is given powers by the Monitor to help protect Earth, and her powers are solar in nature, which is why she's called Dr. Light. She is incredibly powerful at this time. She deals a blow to the Anti-Monitor that is devastating. She sticks around for a long time. She joins the Justice League. She fights for, some time. She eventually retires to be with her family. While she was always powerful, she never really lived up to that power that she exhibited, against the Anti-Monitor. So mostly she's used other light-based attacks. In the new 52 continuity, we haven't seen this version of Dr. Light. We've heard her name referenced, so it's unsure. Either she's already in retirement, she has not gained powers. We'll see if she pops up in this new continuity. We also saw a version of Dr. Light on the TV show The Flash, but it was not Kimi Yohoshi. It was this other character, so they kind of took a pre-existing character on The Flash and gave her the powers of Dr. Light. Now, last for this list from Marvel Comics is Lady Bullseye, Maki Matsumoto. Now, when she was a kid, she was sold into slavery in Japan, into this kind of sex trafficking ring. She happened to come across the villain Bullseye, who killed everyone that was keeping her captive. I don't know why. He was probably on the way somewhere. He had some other agenda, but he killed all these people and saved her. Now, she was now inspired by Bullseye to kind of become a killer, fight for herself. So she joined what's called the Hand, and she became trained to be a killer. But she didn't really feel what the Hand was like into in terms of like mysticism and ritual. So she kind of picked up all these deadly skills and then bounced. She now works for the Kingpin. She's basically his assistant and bodyguard, kind of. And so she's incredibly deadly, katanas, throwing stars. She is a deadly, deadly assassin. So that is it for this video. Are there other Japanese characters you want us to talk about? We'll probably do a part 3, so let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching Heroes Like Us. Make sure you check out all the other Heroes Like Us videos, and we'll see you next time on IAYTD.